So these schools in Porterville, I attended four schools. So I did kindergarten at Monte Vista Elementary School, and then I moved closer to John J. Doyle. So then I attended John J. Doyle, and then for middle school, I went to Pioneer, and for high school, I went to Granite Hills High School, and those are my four schools I attended. There was many reasons I chose the AVID, but the very first reason I chose AVID was because my sister was an AVID. So I did have an older sister who guided me through my academics. So I was very lucky to have her. And I chose AVID because of how she talked about it. Definitely, she talked mostly about the teachers that taught AVID, mostly Miss Ross. And I just really liked the way she taught and what I heard from her. So I said, okay, I think this is a program I really would be interested in. And she would tell me a lot how they would help you academically. They'd help you choose a career, which I definitely needed help in that. I didn't really know what I wanted to study in college or what I wanted to do in life. So Avid really helps you start building an academic portfolio and as well as a professional portfolio, which I really, really appreciated. And that really helped me into my college career and my future career as well. And Avid as well taught me a lot of like life skills, personal skills, and academic skills. And my life skills, it really helped me organize. So I was able to apply both skills into both of my lives, my personal life and my academic life. So essentially, they teach you the binder. You have to keep a binder, and that helps you keep organized. And I think that helped me in both my personal life, keeping organized with what I have to do in my personal life, like a job, um, maybe family business, my own self-care as well. I was able to keep that organized and as well keep it organized in my academic life and how to structure those two so they wouldn't meddle into each other or like cause me any stress with both. So in my academic life, I was able to, I know senior year of high school, I really had to start applying to scholarships, my UCs, my CSUs, all those applications, and as well any other thing I wanted to do. They really helped me organize that. So they had certain days I had to do certain things, like maybe if I had Avid, I think I had an Avid Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Mondays maybe would be scholarships and binder check. Maybe Wednesday would be okay. We're gonna start our write ups for our UCs, and then Fridays maybe it was more of just okay. So now we're gonna be working on your resume, your professional portfolio, and I really appreciated that they really focused more on ahead of what is after high school. Yeah, so the Migrant Education Program is a federally funded program and it's designed to bring the resources and respond to any educational needs that a migrant student might need from like pre-K to high school and even in college as well. I am still a migrant student in college, which I really appreciate that. And a lot of these programs, they are they're able to go through the school year and as well during the summer. So the students are able to get the resources through their school year through August to May or June, I believe, and then from June to August as well. So it's a whole year round program that these students have. And the migrant program really helps because they're able to keep you engaged even through when you're moving through each school. So my family did move a lot during the summer, so we did follow the agricultural work. And I really like that the migrant program kept in touch with our family and they asked us like, what do we need? Is there any educational needs that they need? And that's when they were able to step in and my parents and I would be able to talk to them one-on-one. So usually a migrant worker would come to our house and they'd have a one-on-one meeting with us and they'd start talking about what the resources we need, maybe how to prepare us for the next school year to start that start preparing us of the knowledge. Say if I was in second grade, they start preparing me with the work I needed for third grade. So that's what I really appreciated. We had a one step ahead maybe from other students. And then to qualify to this program, a student just has to change schools during the years or during the summer. They just follow the agricultural work. They're crossing school districts or state lines, and they follow the work. It could be fishing, dairies, or the logging industry as well. So I think the very first thing I would tell them that it's okay to be nervous about beginning college. It's completely understandable, seeing that it's like you're leaving your whole home life, you're leaving your parents, your family to begin this new journey and possibly in another city, state, or even country. And that's amazing if they leave their state and their country. There's so many things you can do. College, however, is mostly what you make it out to be. So like make sure to make college the best time of your life. Join the clubs, join a fraternity, sorority, join any groups. Look, even a church community group as well. If you're religious, you can find your church groups in whatever state, city you move to or country. So it's mostly what you make of it. And you just got to remember that you're not alone. There are thousands of students around the country and world that are starting the same journey as you and are in the same shoes as you. So if you need help, the number one thing and the number one thing I advise to do is just ask for that help. And there will be someone there wanting to help you and guide you. Yeah, so I absolutely love being at Fresno State. But I would give a lot of the credit to me transitioning into my college life, mostly at Fresno State, to the Fresno State camp program. So the camp program is the college assistant migrant program. So I am still a migrant student in college, and thanks to them, I was able to make my transition into college easier. I do have the privilege of having an older sister that was able to guide me into the transition, but she does have her own life, and I have my own life, so she wasn't there most of the time. So I was able to turn to the camp program at Fresno State, and they were able to help me in anything I needed. Like, for an example, academic and personal guidance, orientations for both parents and students, and start telling them what college life is going to be like. They helped us find apartments, our stores, groceries. They also help you with financial assistance. So it's not just a program that is just there to maybe give you some advice. They will be there throughout your whole year. And that's what's been making my transition into college life way much easier. And what I really like about being a Bulldog is that there's a big sense of community and pride at the school at Fresno State. We are known as the Pride of the Valley. So it's absolutely, we all have a lot of pride in going to Fresno State. And students come from different backgrounds and worlds to eventually go back into the world and give back to their own communities. So there's so much diversity at Fresno State. And the Fresno State offers so much amazing opportunity to students. The students just have to go out and look for them or even just ask for them. And Fresno State will do anything to provide those opportunities to these students. So currently at Fresno State, I'm studying human nutritional sciences. I'm following the dietetics route, and I'm pursuing a career as a registered dietitian. I hopefully plan to become certified in diabetes care and education, and hopefully cancer as well. So as I said at the beginning, I honestly did not know what I wanted to do as a career. But thanks to AVID, actually, my AVID teacher was able to help me narrow down my interests. So they usually ask us what our interests are and how to narrow down our options. And my AVID teacher was able to help me narrow down my options. Like, for example, I wanted to be a forest ranger. I wanted to be a marine biologist, even though I've never been on a boat. So she was like, let's start narrowing those down to a little bit more realistic.
Yeah.
And she actually started telling me about her major, which she majored in. I believe she went to Cal Poly, and she started telling me that she majored in food and nutrition sciences. And that just really sparked an interest in me. I didn't know I had that interest. And I said, okay, let's give this major a chance. So I decided to go into Fresno State as a food and nutrition science major. Unfortunately, that summer, I got an email saying that that major was no longer going to be offered. So I had to completely change my whole major, and I started looking into more majors that were in the nutrition and food science type of route. And I decided to go into human nutritional sciences, not knowing that I would fall in love with this major. So this major definitely started more on a let's figure out if I'm gonna like it. And after 2 years, I ended up actually finding out that this is the career I want to do for the rest of my life. And another thing I recently started finding more inspiration and more passion into learning this career is mostly because of my family. As I said, I did want to become certified in diabetes care and education. I think that's more of a personal reason as well. My family, my father is diagnosed with diabetes type 2. My grandparents, my best friend as well is diagnosed with diabetes. And I just really want to be able to be there for them. They did have a big impact on my career choice. And I think that just gives me more that just makes me more sure of what I want to do. And I just want to help more people like them live a normal life, let them know that they can live a normal life. Yeah, so when I went into college, I was thinking that I was going to be doing everything on my own. I had no idea that I thought the professors were only there to like do their job. That is all. That's what was my thinking, but I was proved completely wrong. So the professors at Fresno State, the professors, the faculty, the staff, they all genuinely care for the students. Like, you can just go up to someone, ask them what you need, or just if you need someone to talk to, they will genuinely sit there and talk with you, guide with you. And they're not just there to do work. That their passion is to see the students succeed at Fresno State. So I was proved completely wrong. Like, any professor you go up to, even if they're not in your major department, they will genuinely find the help you need. They will give you the resources that you need to succeed. Oh, okay. So I have a lot of favorite teachers, but I think three teachers in particular made a really big impact on me. Um, Two of them I still keep in touch with. They're more in my recent years, but there is a teacher that I don't believe he remembers me, but I remember him. He was my fourth grade teacher. He was in John J. Doyle. His name, I believe, was Sergio Rodriguez, Mr. Rodriguez. I believe the last time I checked, he is a first grade teacher now. But I still remember him a lot. I think I remember him mostly a lot is because I feel like he's the one that really inspired me to maybe start taking. I feel I've always been a good student, but I feel like he was the one that inspired me. Okay, I should really, really do something with my academics. I should really start striving for really high goals. I want to make him proud in what I succeed and what I do. So I just liked his way of teaching, his way of engaging with the students. He was very passionate. I can tell that he was very passionate in what he did. So I just think I really liked his way of teaching and the way he engaged with the students. He made every day, every lecture, he made everything so much fun. So it was definitely my fourth grade teacher, Mr. Rodriguez. I don't think he remembers me, but I remember him. He made a really big impact. And then my last two that I still keep in touch with to this day are my AVID teachers, actually. I absolutely love them. They like to say that they didn't have credit in my success, but I think I want to give them credit. I really do, because I think they were the ones that helped me get to where I am today. And the first one is Miss Ross. I've known her for 8 years, actually. I first got to know her through my sister, saying that she went through the AVID program and she got to meet my family. She worked closely with my family. And Miss Ross helped me through my high school career, and even to this day, she still helps me. And my AVID teacher, my cohort year, the 2022 cohort year, is Miss Chavez, Miss Rebecca Chavez. She was there every step of the way. She was the one that guided me through my UCs, my CSU applications, my scholarship applications. She was the one that inspired my major. She was my inspiration throughout the high school. I really wanted to make her proud and see. I wanted to come back one day and tell her, it's like, look what I've done. This is what you helped me do. So definitely Miss Chavez is my number one favorite, but those three are the three teachers that made an impact for me at PUSD. My DC internship was actually connected to the migrant program as well. So as a migrant student, we have many opportunities and resources that are available to us, actually. So as I mentioned, I am still a migrant student in college with the camp program. And the camp program every year offers an internship called the DC Summer Internship. And I applied in 2022, December of 2022. I applied to this program competing with other students from around the nation. I am not sure of the number that I competed with, but I did compete with quite a few students, and only 5 to 6 students are selected every year to attend Washington D.C. during the summer, and it's a fully paid trip. There will be no expenses, full round trip, living expenses. We do get a stipend for clothes, and we will be working in our nation's capital. We will be work. There are different stations, different buildings we are oh, I'm so sorry.
No problem.
There are different buildings in which we are positioned interns in. I was interning at Chile. It stands for the Congressional Hispanic Leadership Institute, and there I was working closely with the president and CAO, working to bring resources to the Hispanic community as well. We were looking into the economic progress, the global competitiveness, and bringing resources to small communities. Um, During DC, I was sponsored by 3 different organizations. I was sponsored by HEPCamp. HEPCamp was the organization that brought me to DC, and that HEPCamp and Camp are 2 different programs, but they are funded both together. They serve for the migrant program, so they are the migrant program that brought me to DC. And then I was also an intern for CHCI, which is the Congressional Hispanic Caucus Institute. They also have their own programs that are fully funded that can bring students to DC. They also, I did their summer internship program, and that one is fully funded. You work at Capitol Hill, so you work in the House or the Senate side. And high school students also have the opportunity to do this program. They have the Next Gen Latino program, which takes high school students sophomore to junior year. either year is able to apply. They take them for a whole week, fully paid, full around, housing, food, everything is paid for. High school students can apply it and they'll be taken. Everyone has equal chance for this program. They don't have any no matter your GPA, no matter what classes you take or what background you come from, you're able to apply and they have no bias. They will just read your statements, and if you have a shot, they will choose you. And yeah, so I was able to work, I was able to get the sense of government life as well. I was able to work in the House, the Senate, and I was able to work with different congressmen. I was able to advocate for farm workers. I was able to meet with the USDA and work closely with them, which was very exciting for me as I am a food major. The USDA does take a big part in my career. So I was very excited to make a lot of connections there and be able to continue my career maybe in DC.